Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 23 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And if you remember, we were having Edward do some examining of this particular... He is getting some skills, so obviously, and it is handiness. I did remember that one, right? Like I said, it's been quite a while since I've been to Salvadorada exploring too many other packs. Though it is one of, I do really like Salvadorada and going exploring here. It's quite fun, but I just haven't done so yet. So let's see what happens. So he figured out that some of the triggers won't work to unlock the gate, but that doesn't rule them all out. He could try his luck by activating a trigger or keep examining other mechanisms. So we have a question mark on the middle warrior's weapon. And he can come over here. He does need to examine more, so we can come examine this one. He has to examine 3. And maybe we'll not go quite so fast. And I do have some of them. So do you get that done already? Yep. How's this one? So they're all negative. So that means over here, my guess is, since this is a question mark and it's the only one that's a question mark, that's the one that we want to do. So we're going to come over here and see. There's the gate. You can also use like certain relics with certain combinations to get through, but not all of them, only certain ones. And I never thought it was worth it because you essentially use up the relic and everything. It disappears. So that's why I prefer to just have my Sims do this. So you may have seen at a glance that it was all happy. It goes red if it doesn't like it. So we have to travel. I don't know whether it'll count this as from. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I like this. This is one of my favorite ones. We have all these sites down here that they can come in out of the rain and dig, and she can even uncover an artifact like she has to do for her aspiration. So we'll see if anyone else is not doing anything. You're not doing anything, so you should go here. And let's see if you do not have one of these archaeology benches in your inventory, but I have to because it's filtered so much, I have to do this. So we're going to put this one in Grant's because Grant isn't doing anything, but he is going here. So we're going to let him go there. And then once he goes there, I'll have him, there, that's counting for traveling. Take that out. That's what I'm trying to say. So, Edward. Here's another handiness one. So why don't you examine that one? And I don't remember what this is, but it's like either archaeology or Salvadorian culture, maybe. Oh, looks, he got a blessing. Wonder how he got he got maybe from going through, I can't remember. But he got a blessing. Yay. So let's take a look where you are. You need to authenticate an artifact, but where are you on this Jungle Explorer? You do need to find an area off the path still, but you also need to examine some traps. So we're going to have you examine this one. That's what we'll do. You're just standing around doing nothing anyways. As are you. Why don't you come here and establish an excavation site? And some of these don't, but it doesn't rule them out is what we got for our pop-up. Since Grant is here, we're going to take a brief place in the world. That's what I want to do. You're going to break from what we're doing to get him to places in the world. And then he can uncover an artifact, because he needs to do that. So we will do that. And Freddie, you're doing... Okay, Declan, I need you to come here. Can you fly here? No, you can't. Do you have a broom? Then maybe they just don't let, because it's inside. And so, yeah, you do. They just don't let them fly. That's all. I probably should have had you here already. Because now we're going to sit here and wait. Maybe we're just going to assume that we will have something, and you're just going to examine that. So let's see what it said here. So the left warrior's weapon, so it is archaeology, was a question mark. So it's possible. it's a possibility that that's the one that we want. So we shall see what we do here. So he looks like he got a question mark on this also. 3 question marks. Oh, that's not good. Did you examine these? Okay, so you did. They're all negatives at least. So that's a good thing that we know that. Okay, so Edward, we're going to take you and we're going to take a chance that it's the whatever one that was. Left warrior. Oh, and we got the glowy eyes, and then we have opened this, so we had some luck. Yes. And then there's another one that's archaeology. So why don't you, Declan, come and examine that. And let me look at this. I guess, does Edward, why don't you work on your archaeology and excavate? Let's just excavate, because you need to get that, and we will let our Declan work on this. And you, are you embarrassed from playing that? You are indeed. Don't play. If that's the case, you have to authenticate 3 artifacts. Oh, none of these triggers will unlock the gate. Okay, so Declan, so why don't you come here and examine that? This is just a decorative. So we know this is a thumbs down for all of them. So it has to be this over here that's going to do it. And he's all focused. So we shall see. Let's take a look. And this obviously is one that he doesn't need the skill because he's not getting any skill for. Activating the correct trigger. So let's see. Oh, we need to step with flirtiness. Okay, well, is there anyone who might be able to become flirty? She's inspired. And Grant was the one who got all of the berries. So let's come in here and look at the gardening. And so there's our flutterberry. So let's hope that this is strong enough. I honestly don't... When I used to come and play here a lot, this was one I did not get very often, which was kind of good because you had to be in the mood, which is what the whole purpose of the trees are. But still, not so good if you've got another moodlet that's maybe going to overpower it. So we shall see how powerful this is. Did she had a clay bomb in her inventory? There it is. Well, it's getting sold. Bye-bye, clay bomb. Oh, good. It was strong enough to overpower her being inspired. Let's get over here. There we go. So you're going to step onto the plate with flirtiness because that's what we need you to do so that we can get through. Yeah, Edward, did you finish digging? Are you singing while you dig? I'm guessing. Oh, well, I guess it's good because we have music as a thing. Can you sing? Practice singing. Let's see if you can actually sing while you're doing it. Because it looked like you started singing and you're still doing this that I asked you to do. And Nora, can you practice singing while you're doing it? And where are you, my dear? You're still coming. You haven't made it there yet. Oh, you could become a painter. Oh, that's maybe an okay one. It's not like she has to work from home anymore. That's level 5 and you get the nice easels. I think we're going to take it. Yeah, we're going to take it. She quit her job. Oh, she's coming is our... I didn't mind that job. That's okay. All right, now you, my dear, what do you need? You need to authenticate, so you may as well just keep doing that. And then we're going to hit play again and keep following our Colleen, who was our flirty one, who we needed to do this Yeah, I think I maybe once, twice, and I came to the temples many, 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 many times. Yay! And that should have opened it. It was all a nice bluey glow. So we have another one here. So is there anyone else who might want to... We have 4 hours left. Well, I think we'll be extending it a little bit because I think we want to try and finish our our temple. So she needs to examine, but she's not very good with archaeology, so she's not doing it. Forget about that one. Freddie, you're not... Is anyone high enough that I'd want you to do it? No, none of you have high enough archaeology that I actually would want you to do it. So we're just gonna have Declan examine this, even though he doesn't need to examine it. And is that the only thing there is? There's another site here. Well, why don't you... Oh, you're digging. Oh, you're level 10 now too. Oh, good. Very good. So, well, they're all gonna get higher because of this. Grant, you're doing... Okay, Freddie, you're not doing anything useful. So why don't you come here and dig? Excavate, please. And you're all flirty, so why don't you come and help excavate also? And do something more useful than what you're doing right now. Probably in some ways they all should be just digging, because that's kind of what we need, as opposed to what they're doing here. If, let's check in on, but they're doing stuff, so we'll let them do their thing. And what did we get here? What happened? This mechanism, really, I kind of would have expected that, since I think it's the only one that I see. So let's get through here. Now, let's actually look at, now that I think about it, Edward, you have to defend against 2 natural dangers and assemble a mystical relic. Okay, well, we're not... And then part of it is you need to open the to complete this Jungle Explorer. If we go look at the aspiration, you have to open 3 rare Omniscient treasure chests. You got to activate a mystical relic 5 times and find 5 Omniscient treasures. Which this is where you're gonna do it. So us getting through and doing that without him having defended against the 2 natural dangers means he's not gonna get the count. It's not going to count for it because it actually has to be on that aspiration. So, and does he even have the ability to assemble a mystical relic? He does, because he has the Tota Kalama and he has 2 different bases, one that I think we bought and one that we found. So since you're really my jungle explorer, why don't you come and be the one to open the treasure chests, and we shall see what we get. Those are the only ones I really see. And Declan, why don't you come and establish an excavation site? We're not going to have you... We're going to take you off of this and put you back on to Archaeology Scholar. You have to authenticate. Maybe you shouldn't establish an excavation site. Maybe you should... maybe we will extend the vacation a little bit just to, take full advantage of everything that there is here, even if we don't stay the full... Just because there's a lot of dig sites. A lot of dig sites. So I don't see anything in his inventory. I know we have a couple of... Oh, there we got it. So now we can't leave. We have to clear it. If you leave the temple before that, you can come back. Now it'll lock if we leave. We won't be able to come back on this trip. And but once we leave, we're gonna go home. We're not gonna stay, even if we've extended the vacation, just because it just doesn't make sense to stay. I'm just still looking if I can find if anyone else has a... Because I thought we had a few of these. We do. So okay, so we're gonna take this and we're going to give it to Declan. And Declan, where are you? You're here. Okay. Well, Grant, why don't you put that in your inventory? And why don't you just put this in your inventory? Getting a little bit hungry. You need to uncover a dirt clump. So we're going to let you uncover a dirt clump. And Declan, we don't need to put one in the world because we have one right here. So you're going to uncover an artifact. Oh, you can't. You got to uncover, you got to authenticate an artifact. So we need to find an artifact to put in your inventory that you can authenticate so that it doesn't take as long. There we go. We'll give you this one. There you go. And now that you have that, let's authenticate that artifact. And let's go check in on Edward and his finding. Oh, he already opened them. So let's see. So I don't know what he found. Oh, look, we got one of these Sunburst Jonquilist Gold Pareca, which is like this pretty golden frog. And then a golden Totokalama Death Relic. So we could have him insert a crystal. But I don't know if we want to insert one of those crystals. Maybe we should have him. Does he want to insert a crystal or does he need to assemble? No, actually, we need to assemble it. So we're probably better. We may as well just do that. Let's do that because we're here. And, okay, we're going to assemble. We're going to fuse with the Watcher Relic base because that's one that is easy. You can buy those. I'm pretty sure that's the one you can buy from the... when you're level 5 of the Salvadorian culture. Okay, and then we need to put a crystal in this. See, that doesn't count. You need to finish that, you need to add a crystal to it. So this is just the regular one. So we're going to now insert a crystal. We'll do a refined rose, which is common. The level of the crystal is what matters. So we don't know what this does, and we can't activate it. We're already activated. We already have a cursor blessing, so we can't put it on ourselves. So now he needs to defend against natural dangers, which honestly he's most likely to do if he's out here. That he's likely to get attacked, and then he's more likely to need that, to have that. So let's have him come here and establish that site. And here he is. So he's going to work on that. And we are going to extend it. Like I said, we're not going to stay too long. And he's hungry. Don't drink that. That's not of any use. Why don't you actually eat something as opposed to drinking that? Let's take a look at consumable. Yeah, you can eat a grilled cheese ready to eat. Why don't you have one of those? And then you can excavate. Well, we'll let you eat the one. And then when you're finished eating that, I'll give you another one to eat. We'll try and see if we can set that up. Did that help? Okay, that should be good enough. So you're going to excavate because I want you to stand outside and get attacked so that you defend against the natural danger that you need to do. You are hungry. You need to uncover an artifact also. So we're going to look for something for you to eat. Do you have the barbecue? Who has the barbecue? Nora, do you have the barbecue? You do. So you're going to actually stop. You're going to make some food because it's just easier. Probably. At this point, I think. She needs to... Let's actually probably put her onto the archaeology aspiration. Would help if I'm on knowledge and not fortune. She needs to authenticate artifacts. So we're going to have you place in world, and then you're going to grill some breakfast scramble so that people can have something to eat. They're all getting kind of hungry. So Declan, you're hungry too, but why don't you come and excavate? And much as you're hungry, my dear, why don't you come let's take a look and see if there's something like little... Like gardening. Gardening works. Fruits and vegetables. Why don't you eat an avocado? There you go. That'll help you tide you over till your mom has made that food. And can you harvest these? Why don't you harvest harvestables? It's the same one. It's, I guess, because we were here before 5. Why don't you come and excavate? Where are you excavating? Oh, you're over here. You're excavating over here. Oh, well, we got lots of spots for them to excavate. Okay, so I don't know where you're going to put the food. Is it even good? Is it excellent? You're moving too quickly. Oh, you're putting it up here. So can you grab a serving? Can you reach? What are you doing? Okay. You grabbed a serving. Well, you're pretty hungry, so you can come and grab a serving too. Oh, you gotta go to the bathroom. Where is the, I don't know that we're gonna get a lot of excavating here. Because they all kind of need their needs looked after more and more. And the toilet is one thing that's kind of a short. Okay, we are going to see what we can do, and he's going to work on his emotional control as you have to go to the bathroom too. At least you're eating. You're cooking too. Then you must have gone for a swim. All right, and Grant, why don't we see if we can find, okay, why don't you come here and put this in your inventory? I think we're going to have to leave. I don't think we're going to be able to stay much longer. I don't think we can take advantage of all the dig sites, unfortunately. So you're going to put that in your inventory. Poor Grant. I'll look and see if I can find another. Oh, this is what I was wanting to be here for him to be attacked. And be successfully attacked so that he defends off them. Okay, he's going to go find that. Good. So what are you doing, Edward? You gotta go to the bathroom too. That's, I don't know. We'll let you come here and use that. And then try and excavate some more. Yeah, that's what we'll do. It would be nice if we could get through that. But I don't know that he'll get the second one done. I suppose he could it'll happen next time before we go. But I wouldn't want to go into a temple again because I'd want it to count to be, yeah, for sure I'd want it to count. So she's found something. So maybe we should just like go, maybe not go home, but go to the cantina and, rally the troops. Declan, why don't you put that in your inventory and put that, and honestly, Bonnie, you can put that in your inventory because we're going to leave here. As soon as you guys have picked up your stuff, we're going to put the stuff in our inventory, and you are going to stop, and you're going to, as soon as you're done, we're going to put that in your inventory, and since you're, whatever, we don't care about the food that much. All right, we've got that. So we're going to head over. Well, I'm going to take them over to the cantina so they can rally the troops and get their needs back up. And, but we're going to leave this part here. We may do the one off the path in this part, just so, well, not in this part, but before we go home, and then we'll come back again and take another day or so vacation. Just, to maybe see if we can make a little bit more progress with Edward and doing the temples. We won't get that aspiration done, but that'll still be good. So that is going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!